expensive. We'll see how Classic will adjust its approach compared to Hero. Let's go. Let's go. Spawning in the right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss for Team Protoss Pro. It is a Classic. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player. The red Protoss player himself. It is a Creator. How many non-Protoss won the weeklies back? Viable thought. It's pretty common to have Terran champions. Like it's usually like around like 50-50 or like 60-40 in favor of Protoss and Terran when it comes to winning weeklies. So players like Clem, Byan, like they're usually like the players to win those. Alongside like Hero and Max Packs. Fun fact, this week we actually had a Zerg champion for the first time in like 6 months. Like shout out to Solar. Solar, he won was it Wardy TV Monday? Solar, he won. Hold on, let me just double check actually. I can just open it up. But Solar, he was the first Zerg player in months to win a tournament, to win a weekly. So big shout out to Solar. Let's double check here. What did he win? He won Monday Night Weeklies. That's it. He won the Monday Night Weekly 1-0 over Hero in the finals. He won the best of one. So Sola, he won the best of one. One game over Hero. Took him out. GG. First time in months, baby. Clearly, it's too much. It's too much. How dare a Zerg player win? Smurge. But here we have our PvP. We have our PvP. We have our 2-gate opener out of Classic, a 2-gate opener out of Creator. So far, so good. Spoiler alert. The fun fact is that Solar, he actually lost against Hero in that tournament, but because of the format of the tournaments, like, it came down to a best of one. That's how they... Again, Monday Night Weeklies has an interesting format for its tournament. Personally, I'm not too fond of it, but they had a rematch. Hero, he won the best of 5, and then they had a rematch, best of 1, and then Solar won that, and then he won the tournament. So, GG. Yo, we take those though. Like, what? We take what we can get back. So far though. So far, we are going to be settling in. Again, so far, standard openers, it is going to be a Stargate follow-up out of Classic, going for his initial Oracle. And so far, I believe unscouted. Yeah, Creator here is yet to confirm. As he did not open up Sentry, so Stalkers are rallying across. He's got 4 Stalkers moving out. A hyper-aggressive start here by Creator, delaying his Sentries, delaying his hallucinations. And here we go. The 4 Stalkers are pushing in. Classic back at home, he has a safety shield battery. The Oracle moves out, and Creator, he has to break through. He needs damage done here. As Del's poke in. Gets a probe. Does one-shot the worker. Can maybe pick off the Adept at the same time, and nothing at home to defend. We have 3 sentries, though. 3 sentries to hold on. And they will defend. Okay, they do deflect. Nice defense here by Creator. Pokes in, gets... Oh, does trade 1-to-1. Yeah, not the best trade here from Creator. Remember, he sacrificed scouting, he sacrificed his own tech in favor of pushing in. Oh, the setup at a Classic, though. Okay. He's chasing. Classic does give chase. There's a stasis. What does it connect with? Looks like 1 Stalker. Yeah, just the 1. Could have been so much worse. If you got both Stalkers, I mean, that could have been game. As there's no shield battery on the low ground, sentries have to rotate over. Oracle's back into the main, they distract the sentries. Well, there's the Immortal to defend, and Creator, he will hold. So far, so good. Creator, he does hold on, did go for his Robo. Prism is on the way to counterattack. and the game will continue. Economies are neck and neck, but very different tech paths. Creator going for a more immortal and robo-heavy composition, meanwhile Classic going into Blink. Going to something more mobile. Spoiler alert, that was last week's tournament results. What do you mean? That was the Monday Night Weekly. Which unfortunately we don't cast on the channel. Maybe one day, maybe one day. Oh, nice aces. Delays the push, delays the Immortal even. Very nice. Immortal is delayed. We have 2 more shield barriers on the way. Classic is warping in. He's building up back at home. Blink is not yet done. It's going to be 9 Stalkers up against the 8 Stalkers and the Immortal. Oracles, they do hit the natural. Nice damage here, getting 5 probes. Shield battery was not done. Yeah, too late. Shield battery was delayed. Creator's pushing in. Adepts shade into the main base. 2 Adepts taking 1-shot probes. And Classic, he pulls the boys. Oof. Yeah, boys are being pulled. Very nice force fields. Creator, he locks down the army, zones away the Stalkers, brings down 1. And Creator, can he break this position here? Can he break it? It's still close. Oh. As Creator, he will lose the Prism. Prism goes down. No more reinforcements. What you see, what you get? We'll lose the Immortal. We'll lose that Immortal. Classic can just out-control this army. He blinks well, and he will clean everything up. GG gets called. And Classic, he will take game number 1. Whew. GG. Classic will take a lead in the series. Again, a very aggressive style here out of Creator, opening up quadruple Stalker with 4 Stalkers, moving out, reinforcing as well, going into Immortals, and again, not really having any kind of longevity in that game. He did lose a lot of probes here to the Oracles. He was committed, he was all in, and barely did not break through. GG. GG, well played. Whew. With that, we're getting to game number 2, and we'll see if Creator can bounce back. Let's go. Let us go. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the Blue Protoss representing Protoss Pro, leading the series 1-0 after surviving the aggression of his opponents. It is a Classic. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Red Protoss player, the Red Protoss himself. Down in the series, we'll see if he can bounce back. It is a Creator. We go. Going to do move out. And so far we are setting up once again. Welcome to Tokamak. Tokamak is a much larger map of the map pool, longer rushes by ground. It is actually very common to proxy on Tokamak because it's so large. There are so many common proxy locations. We'll see if anyone is tempted. Creator pokes in. He's looking for the second pylon. And Classic turns back around. Oh. He hides the probe. Okay. Does pull away, throws down the cyber core, but he doesn't scout, I believe. Yeah, 0 scouting at a Classic. 0 scouting, comes back. 2 gate opener. And Classic doesn't even bother to scout Creator. There we go, he hides that second pylon. And does he get into Creator's head? Well, as Creator, he doesn't confirm. And soon Creator is going to do a lap. He's looking. Yeah, right now he's looking for the pylon. Trying to figure out what's going on. And does he open Robo? Does he believe he's being proxied? I mean, Classic, he's known for proxy Robo. Robo gets locked in. You can see he's looking. Checking further in the main. Does check further in. Yeah, he's scouting. You can see here a second probe gets sent out to scout on the right-hand side. He's looking for the proxy. And Creator, he fails. Yeah, there it is. Robo, no. So Creator, the way this is working here, one, Creator, he has a worse economy because he has one extra probe scouting across the map. Technically, he has two. He has two probes scouting, one in the base, the other checking for proxies. Meanwhile, because he didn't see the pylon, he's responding with a robo. This is designed to hard counter a proxy. It's a hard counter one base all in. So big misread here by Creator. Now, what he can do, this is a really rough position, but Creator, he can turn this into his own one base all in. He can throw down a third gateway, get a Warp Prism, and just send it across the map. But if he doesn't, he will be playing from behind. Because Classic already has a base, right? He already has a base on the way. The pressure's on Creator. Ooh, and he will expand. Okay. And Creator, he goes Observer instead. He has a lot of catching up to do. He has some catching up to do. In the shade. So far, Creator is keeping up. And Epsay shade into the main. Teammates in. Ooh, nice force fields though. And he will lose one. Yeah, one of the depths should get picked off. The other does get into the middle line, gets one probe so far. Can we get two? Can we get three? He can. Oh my god. Yeah, barely 3 probe kills. Not bad. Not ideal. Gets 3 at the same time. No! 2 of them shade into the main base of the Creator. And again, they can get some counter damage done, and probes are being targeted down. He gets 1, 2 is going to get at least 3, maybe even 4. So far, an equivalent amount of workers. And with that, Classic maintains his economic lead. He maintains that lead. He's moving out. He's got force fields. This early on, force fields are brutal because there's no Warp Prism and there's no blink. So force fields, they can just slice up an army. Creator's being proactive. Creator, he will hold a nice counter force fields. Locks down one of the Stalkers. Gets 1, gets 2. Gets 2 Stalkers, get the Sentry as well. A much better fight here for Creator. Much better. With that, Creator's pushing. Creator jumping into the middle line. Nice force field. Oh my god. Cashing out a couple of pros, but only getting 2. Yeah, only 2 workers. Ooh, and the Immortal's going to be abandoned. Does he get it? He does. The Immortal goes down. Not like this. Prism across the map as well, but there are units in position to defend. But that was a big loss here for Creator. So a bit of a back and forth here. Creator, he has been behind economically for most, if not all, the early game. He was able to pick off some Stalkers and Sentries initially, but did lose an Immortal, and now we can see Classic turning this into an all-in. What do we have? Glaive and a massive gateway explosion. Classic, he does not expand, and Creator, he may opt to expand himself. Uh-oh. Yeah, Creator is getting a 3rd. So as Creator expands, Classic is going 2 base all-in. So this is lining up well here for Classic. Glaive Adepts do not scale well into a longer game. The purpose of Glaive Adepts is to just be a buffer, to just be the filler units here, to support the army, to support the Immortals, to support everything else. As a 3rd Immortal is coming. Adepts, of course, they can tank well. They tank well against Stalkers and against Immortals. Into the main. Shades into the mineral line. Getting 7 probe kills in the main as well. Brutal economic damage. Dropping in between the bases. And here comes the all-in. And now Creator sees what's coming his way, and again, he's not ready for this. We need shield batteries. Need warp ins. Speaking of, a gateway gets depowered. Pylon goes down. Creator, he supply blocks. Not like this. Oh no. Oh, okay. Gets supply blocks. Snipes 2 immortals. Nice moment here for Creator. What do we have? What do we have to work with here? So Creator, he's up in immortals. He has a warp prism to juggle his units. True. But he's down in sentries, down in force fields, down in adepts. Classic is moving in. Adepts a shade into the mineral line. Mortals are being zoned away. Sentries are exposed. Once again, the Immortals actually push forward. Bold move. As the Immortals expose themselves, one Immortal goes down. One Immortal left. Once again, nice force field. Stalkers, they dive in. And Creator, can he hold it? No, the boot command. Chasing the Immortal takes so much free damage. He has so many free shots. And the Adepts are still popping off. No, the Adepts are still getting more damage done. 16 probes. This is critical damage in the natural. And Classic, sure, he fails to break the main army. Like, honestly, Creator had a really nice defense, sniping the Immortals, force fielding the army, diving in. But the economy is what suffered. What won the game wasn't the main army of Classic, it was the Adept harass, and that was 21 probes. And now Classic, despite being all in, he has double the economy. He has double the worker count. He has a crazy economy. Mass Adept moving in. That's a lot of Adepts. 24. 24 Adepts back. The boys? The boys are being pulled. GG gets called. And Classic with boys randomly showing up across the map, because why not? Does take a 2-0 lead. GG. Hi. GG, well played. Does take a 2-0 lead here. Again, a very intense back and forth. Both players had their moments. Of course, Classic had the better start. He had the much better start. He was able to take an economic lead. But of course, we saw a bit of a recovery there from Creator. He had some nice moments himself. And honestly, if those Adepts didn't wreak havoc in the natural, if he was able to keep up and minimize economic losses, he could have defended there. Like, that could have been a defense for Creator, but alas, he was torn apart, lost far too much. 21 probe kills, that is game-ending damage. And with that, we're getting into game number 3. And Classic, he's one game away from claiming the series. Oh no mas. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Maganatha, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. Leading the series 2-0, it is Classic. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player, the red Protoss himself. From South Korea, down heavily in this series. Can he bounce back? Can he make a series out of this? The pressure is on. It is Creator. Oh, let's go. So we are setting up. Classic does move out. And Creator, he's had enough. Okay, it is going to be Creator's turn. I've been waiting for it. Last game, of course, Classic went for a fake proxy. This time, Creator going for a very real one. One base all in here by Creator. Classic, he does go for the probe scout, and Classic, he does notice. Hold up. Something's wrong here. Where is the pylon? Where is that second pylon? So Classic, he's aware that something is wrong. It could be fake, it could be real. It is up to Classic to determine what exactly is happening, as it is a one base all in proxy robo. So here we go. Proxy robo is on the way. Classic, he is checking the Zelnaga tower. He does spot the probe. That is the sign. So, okay, the probe is at the Zelnaga. That means it must be in this area. Yeah, and you can see the re-rallying. Yeah, this probe initially was scouting the left-hand side. Does reroute towards the right. And up! Barely misses. Yeah, barely does miss the proxy. Checking the top side. Stalker moves in, and there we go. He does find the robo. He's aware. He's going for the pylon. Pylon's under fire. Creator coming into support. He has two adepts. Can he get the pylon? Can he get it? Probe goes down. No backup. Oh, no backup pylon. No second pylon. This pylon's going to go down. The robo's going to be depowered. The immortal's going to be denied. Ideally, that probe was meant to get a second pylon up and running. Oh, boy. And with that, the Olin's being shut down. The Olin's being shut down. Stargate follow-up. Oh, God. He's going for the Stargate. Very delayed tech. Very delayed. Ay, ay, ay. A very, very rough start here for Creator. Not like this. We do see Classic. He went for his own defensive robo, so that means he can go for his own one base all in, his own one base follow-up. He's got the Prism, got his own immortal on the way. Nice re-wall. Does re-wall. Nice force field as well, locking down the adept. Those are being cleaned up. We have the defensive Void Ray on the way. I mean, that'll help, but there's plenty of anti-air. We have plenty of Stalkers here. Classic started stepping in. It's a massive supply lead. The shield battery is helping at least, but the force field locks down the army. Yeah, cannot start to step away, cannot escape. The boys are being pulled. And so far, nice target firing. Yeah, very nice target firing here. We ignore the boys. Probes are being ignored. The Stalker, there's one Stalker left. Down to zero. Zero Stalkers remaining. And Classic, he has done it. He has broken the natural. Void Ray comes in. The Void Ray is on its own. Nice juggling. Juggles back. Saves all of his Stalkers. Oh my god. And a single Stalker goes down. GG gets called. And Classic, he will break the natural. He will break Creator. And Classic will take the series 3-0. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Classic for claiming the series and becoming this week's Korean StarCraft League champion. GG, well played. A very dominant showing here in the PvP. We did have some moments for Creator, of course, but there were a lot of mind games coming into play as well. Like last game, Creator believing there was a proxy when there wasn't one, so having a shaky start. Here in game 2, Creator going for his own proxy, but being scattered immediately as well. So, I mean, that's how PvP can be. You can gamba, and gamba well, or it can all just fall apart. So GG, well played. Shout out to Classic here for claiming it in the end. Creator may have beaten Hero in the previous Tuna Cup, but here Classic does bring Creator down in the KSL. GG, well played. As we have our champion for the week. And again, congratulations to Classic. Really cool to see Creator making it this far, and I want to give a shout out as well to the other top players, right? Percival, he had a crazy series himself. It was really, I mean, I can easily see a world where Percival could have been here instead of Creator. It all came down to that ace match regarding to the build order win that Creator had. That was just a really unfortunate position there for Percival. Likewise, Young Yakov versus Classic was also very close as well. Like, I could see a world where Young Yakov could have won that series. I'm referring to the game on Maganatha where Young Yakov, he did back off, he alleviated that pressure. and Classic recovered eventually over time on Maganatha. It was very close, though. I can, again, as I mentioned, I can definitely see a world where Young Yakov could have kept that pressure up, could have dealt more damage, ensured that Classic didn't stabilize, and won it from there. But GG. GG, well played. Classic does claim it. And with that, thanks for watching. With that, that's going to be us wrapping up for our morning broadcast. Oh boy, has this been a very intense week. It's been a very intense week of StarCraft. As you can see here, our schedule has been full of non-stop StarCraft 2 casts a day almost every single day. Bappy. Yesterday we were live with Stellarfest and with SDO. Today, this morning, we just wrapped up the, as you can see, Sunday morning was meant to be PickStar Cup, but I did not get the replays for PickStar Cup, so I wasn't quite able to cover that. Instead, we went for the KSL cast, and tonight we have Sparkling Tuna Cup. We spoke about this earlier, but Tuna Cup is going to be this evening. That is going to be at 7 p.m. KST, 9 p.m. AST, 8 hours. In 8 hours time, we are live with our next tournaments. So we'll see you then. We will see you then. See you then. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, we'll be live tomorrow. When it comes to the rest of our schedule, it's going to be likewise very intense. We're probably going to shift things around a little bit just because of another broadcast that's on the horizon. But we will be live with the Enki Epic Pro Series next week, most likely on Monday, maybe Tuesday. We have PickStar Cup on Wednesday. We have the WarDTV Monday replay cast on Wednesday. We have the Tenacious Total Tussle that makes its return on a Thursday. We have the Pondcast, of course, more WarDTV Monday, MSO, STC, and also what begins next week? The RSL. The Revival StarCraft League Season 3, the final season of RSL, begins next week, the group stage. So make sure you're a part of that. We won't be covering it. We'll be covering the playoffs. We'll be covering the playoffs ourselves, but the group stage is next week. Something else that we're going to be covering is the OC Rising Star tournaments. Tentatively, that may be tomorrow, actually. Maybe casting it tomorrow. I do have to get the replays for that and get set up for that as well. Oh boy. Monday, 10th. Okay, good. Monday, the 10th. Okay, just left a message. Whew, but otherwise, GG. GG will play, just catching up with the chats. Just catching up. Just tune in next day, 6 ball, baby. It's the 6 ball. GG. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Again, if you want to support the KSL, exclamation mark at KSL in the chat. You'll get a link to the Korean StarCraft League Patreon. It's all funded by the people, for the people, all via Patreon. Likewise, this is a bi-weekly tournament, basically every fortnight. Every fortnight, every 2 weeks, we do have the KSL. So in another 2 weeks, there's going to be another Korean StarCraft League. Otherwise, again, we should be live tomorrow with the OC Elite Rising Star Tournament day number 3. Should be tomorrow, and it may be a double broadcast. It may be a 2-day event in the morning, and double broadcast in the morning and in the evening as well, just because there are going to be a lot of matches, a lot of StarCraft. Otherwise, again, we're going to have some StarCraft Evolution, some PickStar Cups, some WarDTV Mondays, Turtle Tussles, and Tuna Cups as well. Otherwise, enjoy yourselves. Have a great rest and end of your weekend, of course, as the weekend does come to a close. Do check out the VODs of Stellarfest. The Canadian tournament, I believe, did just wrap up a couple of hours ago as well. And again, RSL is right around the corner, and the Platinum StarCraft 2 League Finals coming into December as well. Also, when it comes to the end of November, don't forget, there's going to be a big show match, a big kind of a Chinese celebration for the return of the Chinese server. I believe Oliveira is going to be competing, Scarlet is going to be competing as well. We have yet to confirm the details of that, but most likely we'll be covering that as well. That'll be around the end of November. Otherwise, we'll see you guys later on tonight for some Tuna Cup. See you then. See you then. If you want to support us, you can do so by following us. Exclamation mark YouTube in the chat. You get a link to our YouTube channel. We do stream on a daily basis, and VODs are uploaded on a daily basis as well over on YouTube. Otherwise, we'll see you guys later on tonight. Until then, ciao, bye, ciao. See you next time.